One simple mistake in the way concrete is used in bridges and high-rise buildings, it's causing billions in losses. But civil engineering professors from IIT Madras have finally a solution to it. See, what happens is while concrete is great at taking compressive loads, it is not the most elastic thing out there, right? It can easily crack when a stretching type of load is applied, which typically happens in, say, long span bridges or high-rise buildings. So how do you solve for it? You over-compress the cement concrete before any stretch load can be applied, so that this additional initial compression basically balances out the stretch force. The way it's actually done is you throw in these ducts containing steel strands, they're called tendons, and once the concrete is poured and it has hardened, you then stretch these steel strands because then it creates tension in the concrete, right, as it is now trying to pull back. Now, in theory, this means it can retain its strength for centuries, but in reality, because of one major mistake, structures are not lasting even like 30 years properly. So what is that mistake? So you cannot just throw in a duct inside a concrete, because if there are hollow gaps or voids, that can easily activate corrosion in the steel, because void means there is space for moisture and oxygen, etc. to exist, and once steel inside the concrete starts getting corroded, then God only save the strength of the structure. It's almost like having vulnerable gaps in a structure's immune system. So to avoid these gaps, a fluid mix called grout is added in these ducts, which basically fills in the void. But the problem is, right now, people just measure if the grout is viscous enough, while what can happen is, even for an otherwise perfectly viscous grout, once inside, water can separate out and then evaporate and things like that, and then leave behind voids. So you are adding grout to avoid void because you want to prevent corrosion, but you are still getting the void. And this is where the new research by these IIT Madras professors is brilliant. They have come up with a grout solution that literally ticks all the boxes. High fluidity, no bleed water, and resistant to any kind of shrinkage. But here's the best part: when they tested their grout solution, they found that it was capable of completely filling the ducts, which means our structures now can finally last for centuries without losing the strength to corrosion. Fundamental research in technology is amazing, and we should be proud of our IIT professors for the work that they do.